everyone, and welcome to another episode of Rookie Quest. This is the one where we can actually say our new name, Rookie Quest, with our second mini campaign, Modern Toyfare. Just to quickly introduce the characters, we've got Kenny Doll, who's playing the monk, the action figure monk. We've got Lava Rock playing a barbarian, Dragonborn barbarian, and we've got Joe playing a paladin. So, just to catch everybody up, what do you reckon? Should I go action again, or do I think I should go David Attenborough, the nature guy?
David, always.
David Attenborough. Okay. Once upon a time, we came across 3 young toys, locked away in a sandpit for a long time. Sprouting from their sandpit, they chose using the help of a young troll doll named Buddy. They walked out of the sandpit, snuck through the grass, making their way to the house. However, were met by 5 incredibly scary, long-legged robopede creatures. With swift action, they all took down all 5 of these creatures. Before getting information, they all hardwired and wiped themselves out. After this, refusing to take a short rest until inside the house, they chose to enter through the drain pipe on the side. While both Lava Rock and Kenny Doll took the inside of this drain pipe, Joe, choosing to, in his own words, malign it, went up the side onto the outside. I need some nice music going along with this, some nature music. As Kenny Doll and Lava Rock make their way to the top of the house, through some interesting means, they make their way from the drain pipe through to the window, meeting Joe there. Which is where we leave our team off, sitting on top of the window, ready to enter the house as they stare at a young lady having some fun with herself. So yeah, that's where we left off. Just by the way, in case you missed that, probably best go watch the last episode. But from where we are now, they managed to successfully, after a few risky rolls and possibly just avoiding a very long fall, which could have been death. They managed to make their way into, just sitting on the edge of the window, looking into the daughter's room called Christy. As they're looking in, they see that the room is very different from what it used to be, and they're looking down and they see the bed, and they see a much older female, not the young girl that they knew before, having an enjoyable time. All 3 of them made perception checks, and Kenny Doll and Lava Rock were able to clock on and notice kind of what was going on. Nothing got past them. They were clocking on. Joe, our loving Mountie Paladin over here, rolled, I believe it was a 2, and yeah. So going on from there, Joe, I would like you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy. What's that? A D?
Intelligence saving throw. So that is a D20 plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay.
Unless if you're proficient in it, which we discussed in one of our latest videos. If you're proficient in it, you get to add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. I should have had this up. I was so busy laughing at the situation, I forgot to look at this.
Yeah.
Okay, so intelligence saving throw.
An intelligence saving throw. Yeah, I've got a score. What'd you get?
I got a 3.
Okay.
I got 3.
So, Joe.
Yeah.
This is not good. You've seen this before. You know exactly what's going on. These strange creatures just attacked you from down below the house. And now, as soon as you realise the situation is far worse than you realise. Not only is your main child in trouble, but it looks like this entire family is under some sort of trouble. These creatures is what's causing this issue with you. It's not just the young boy that you're finding issues with, it's the whole house. You need to get in there. Something is clearly wrong. You need to help them.
Boys, we gotta go, boys. She needs our help. Let's go. Yeah, I start running towards the bed.
You do realize, right? Okay, just so that you know now, you're on like the edge of a window. You're sat there on the edge of a window, okay. And there is about, I would say, I think there's about a 40-foot drop onto like the window sill, and then a little bit more onto a bed. Are you? Okay. How are you getting to her? You guys can interact whenever you want as well.
I still have my rope, right?
You still have your rope?
I still have my rope, right?
Yep.
Wait, I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna tie my rope into a lasso, grab one of the doorknobs that are on the side of the dresser that I'm assuming that we're hanging off of. Or is there a dresser? Right,
there's a from at the moment the dressers are all on the right hand side of the bedroom. She's on the far left. You do have the window handle that Lava Rock used to bring himself up onto the window, but he saved himself by hooking onto that little handle. So you can tie a rope onto that handle if you want to.
That's what I'm doing. And I started mountain. What is it called when you go down? There's a specific word for it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yes,
you start
repelling. There you go. So you start repelling.
That.
So Kenny Doll and Lava Rock, you immediately see just Joe goes, guys, we gotta save it, and just start repelling down.
Whoa, Joe. Where are you going? What's happening?
What do you mean what's happening? She said she needs our help.
No, she's playing with her non-Barbie parts. It's fine.
Kenny Doll, should I cut his rope? It would be funny.
Sure. He should not interrupt this. This is fine.
No, I let him pass.
Okay, so
let's go stop him. Clearly, these Canadians have never studied anything. No.
Joe, make either athletics or acrobatics check to see how quickly you can get down this rope.
I got a 16.
16. He's down at the bottom before you two even have a chance. When you finish, by the time you finish your conversation and you go to stop him, he's already at the bottom. So for the sake of brevity, you run. So you're running along the windowsill now. You go towards her. Kenny Doll and Lava Rock, you see Joe running, jump, and freeze. Joe, you feel your entire body lock up and freeze as you see Joe land on the face of Christy and kind of like bounce off a little bit, but is now like hanging on the set, and you two are just stood there like
Jesus Christ, man.
So now you see Christy kind of go, Jesus. Oh, and pick you up, and you see now she's fully holding Joe. What? And squeezes you tight. Just like, Jamie, stupid toy. Throws it towards the door.
Oh no. Do I take damage?
I'm going to...
You deserve it.
Okay. I'm going to roll to see how hard she throws you. Or to see how much damage you take from the throw. Oh dear. So you take...
He's taking too long. I'm scared.
Yeah, those mats are gonna get you.
26 points of damage as you instinctively hit the door at the end of her bed and fall to the floor. She is now. You see her after she throws. You see her throw another object onto the floor beside her, curl up, and face away from the bedroom, facing like the wall that her bed is towards.
Somebody help me. I have 4 health left.
All right, Lava Rock. Let's sneak down there and help him. Not like a good number 1. Lead the way.
Can I healing hands myself? Can I lay hands myself?
You got healing hands?
Lay hands, sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
Is that what the kids are calling it? Laying hands?
That's what you just stopped her from doing.
Oh,
No, that's what she was doing.
Jesus.
Mic drop.
Hypocrite.
FBI is going to come.
Hypocrite.
True hypocrite.
Joe.
Crew hypocrite. He's over there.
I would like you.
Okay.
As you're gonna hate me for this as well.
Oh no.
As you cast this spell to heal yourself, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I got a 14.
14. I need you to take a point of exhaustion.
How would I mark that down? Is there a place to put that in on
there should be somewhere in D&D Beyond where you're able to do points of exhaustion. They should be under like conditions or something where you can select like poisoned. Actually,
conditions. Oh yeah, I see it.
You see it? Yes, you need to take a point of exhaustion, which means all your ability checks will now be at disadvantage.
1 level of exhaustion. Okay.
And you now you will need to take a long rest to eliminate 1 level of exhaustion. As you cast that spell, you feel you know that it cured. It did work as it was intended, but it took a lot more out of you than what you got back.
Okay.
It took a lot out of you to do that.
I'm gonna do 10 points of healing because I have 20 per long rest. Okay. Or if I have to take another long rest, I'll do 15. Keep 5 just in case.
Okay.
So I'm back up to 19.
Okay. Kenny, Doll, and Lava Rock. So you say you're climbing down the rope.
Yes, I'm following my number 1 man, leading us down the rope sneakily.
Did y'all see?
I'd like to make a perception check, or at least look to see where she's looking.
Yeah, go for it. Make a perception check.
This is just so funny.
And I have
so
to
many
roll,
ways you could have done this. Joe being Joe.
I chose this way. This is what Joe would have done.
Joe was born this way.
Right.
I love that. It's like, it's alright, I'm gonna save you. You are sore, by the way. Like that hurt. Like you're
So
like,
killed me.
My perception roll is under wisdom, or what is it again?
Perception check should be under
in your skills.
Skills. Should be intelligence, I believe.
It's kind of the middle. It's medicine,
Oh,
nature,
Is it wisdom?
perception.
Oh.
I see.
Yeah, it's in the middle column in D&D Beyond.
Yar.
Yeah.
All right, I rolled a 16.
16. So you see she is facing away, and you do essentially hear as well like.
Okay.
She's sleeping.
I think
Didn't need to go through all that. She's sleeping. Yeah, but she's facing away. She's kind of wrapped up in the covers, looking at the wall.
Don't worry, Lava Rock.
I think it just.
Go for it.
I think it's safe to go down.
Yes, lead us away. Plus, she's a very heavy sleeper. I remember this from our times past.
What was that serpent she was playing with?
Don't worry about it. The Canadians, I believe, is say filling in the beaver dam. I don't know, something like that. I forget the words. Mattel does not include that for Barbies.
All right, let us proceed.
Oh, so many jokes out of this. Okay, so you're making your way down the rope. Make a simple make an athletics or acrobatics check, just to see if you can safely get onto the floor without taking any damage.
18.
18. Kenny Doll, easy enough. Backflip, side flip, sliding down the wall, jumping off, flips, 3-point landing onto the floor, easy. Didn't make a sound. Lava Rock?
I got 19.
19. Just
show off.
3-point landing.
Super hand landing.
Yeah, bam. But you know, in your minds, it's quite an aggressive landing because you're toys. Though it's like a ha. It's not. It's like a little. So you're on the carpet now. You're on the floor at the on the side of the bed. Essentially, now you just see Joe kind of laying there. Essentially, just like in Avengers when the Hulk is finished with Loki slamming him. He's just there like.
He's just there laying hands.
Yeah, and then you also see as he goes to like cast this spell of lay hands on himself, you see a kind of greenish magical tint flow over from his hand into himself, but you also see a lot of green kind of disperse away from him. It's like a green kind of mist, liquidy kind of mist that kind of whooshes. It looks more comes off him than actually goes on him, if that makes sense. But it's hard to explain. This magic is strange. So you go over to him. Joe, they kind of meet up with you now. They sneak up and they easily make it to you. Make a perception check, everyone, if you can.
Okay. Perception.
I made a 12.
12 for Lava
8.
Rock.
Oh, I can see
8
what
for
you rolled.
Kenny Doll.
Oh, you can see what I rolled.
Wait, you watching what everyone's rolling?
Since we're all linked up, it shows us if they roll through the app. It shows everybody. I'm the only weirdo who has their physical dice.
I mean, yeah, it's the only way to go. So what did you get? Lava Rock, what did you get, sorry?
I got a 12.
12. Kenny Doll?
8.
8. And Joe?
5.
5. So Lava Rock is the only one that kind of notices this as you kind of stood there. You see at the bottom of the bed, you notice a kind of green motion. Just go past the corner of your eye, and as you look, it's gone.
Green glowing or
not glowing? Just like a small, maybe about 4 foot, 4 foot, 4.5, something green, kind of like
4 foot in relation to our size.
Yeah, in relation to you, kind of go just past your peripheral vision, and as you look, you can't see it.
May I ask the layout of the room? Like, are there drawers? Are there closets open? Are there chests? Are there boxes?
There is. So at the moment, you're at the foot of the bed. So if we use this square that I'm in now, the bed is here. Okay, the bed is here. You guys are just here where the door is. So the door is here to leave the room. You guys are here. Bed this side. You've got all the wardrobe. You've got like a big cupboard here. You've got kind of a set of drawers here. Another big cupboard, and you've got a TV just on the wall here. And that is essentially what you see, as well as like loads of just posters of boys around the room and boy bands. So.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Joe, are you still with us? We still need a grunt for the group.
I'm here. Oh, what do you need?
Well, for starters, don't make those mistakes. Listen to your number one. Or me, preferably.
I'm too tired to argue with you.
Okay, good call.
We need a rest.
I would. I wanna investigate what that little green thing was.
Okay. Make a perception check.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I mean, I rolled a 2.
Okay, so you're looking round, and you're quite distracted by this whole situation. Every time you're trying to focus, Joe keeps going like, "Oh, what green thing?" You're like, "Shut up." Oh, what green thing? And you kind of turn, and then you just instinctively look around and see directly in front of you, at the foot of the bed, a small green soldier. Just there, trying to sneak past. He's there, like trying to sneak past Wallowin. And you hear him go like, oh, he's more going this way. So you see him sneak across and go, freeze!
He said freeze?
He said freeze. It is now pointing a green plastic weapon at you. What is your business?
I am here in peace.
What are your names?
I am here in peace.
Names. I want names.
Samson.
Hold on. Make a deception check. If you go with Samson, make a deception check. And he's gonna make it.
Samson, just tell the truth.
I rolled a 10.
He's like, yeah, of course you are. You, and he points to you, Joe.
Oh, okay, so I get myself back up. Alright, soldier, hold on. Hey there, man. Hey, I am, my name is Joe. I am with, the, Canadian Police Force. I see that you're a soldier as well. We are kin. Please lower the weapon, and let's talk this out, soldier to soldier.
Make a persuasion check.
A 19.
19. As you say to Lozo, it's like, okay. What are you guys doing here? This is off limits.
Off limits by who?
What's your region? What's your region?
We are.
Whoa! I would like to interrupt in the middle of this and walk in between them.
No,
Toy soldier.
Yeah. Watch it.
Yes. Point your gun. I get it. It won't hurt me. It's fine. Listen, I was Christine's toy from before. I've been away, and as a fellow action figure, I think we got our wires crossed. Don't listen to him. He's clearly stupid. He's not even worth being a number one. We're interested in finding shelter for him, and maybe you know some of my friends. Clearly, the room has changed, but I'm from this room. Christine, I used to belong to Christine.
Kid, I don't know what to do.
Just wait there. And you see him step up. Oh, sorry, carry on.
No, go ahead.
You see him kind of step away, and he gets a green plastic phone out, like kind of a big bulky one, and he cranks it up. Yeah, we got some people outside the border here. No, one of them claims to be here. Yeah, he says he was Christie's toy. Yeah, he called himself an action figure. But he's fine. And he immediately points the guns back at you. I've been told by my commanders you are to come with me. And he kind of ushers you towards the foot of the bed.
Great. Lavrock, help our number 3 up, please, and let's go.
So tired.
I help him out.
Okay. I'm just
we follow the toy soldier.
Okay, so he's kind of leading you towards the bottom of the bed. As you get there, he kind of ushers you. He's like, go under. Go on. No quick movements. Do you comply?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So you go underneath, and as you enter underneath the bed, you walk in and notice it is like a full army encampment under here. You've got green soldiers spreading all over under the bed. This thing goes for miles. You don't know how. It's like bigger on the inside underneath the bed. You've got green soldiers. You've got little trucks going around carrying soldiers around. You've got soldiers going height. You've got, it's basically just like being dropped in an army encampment on the beach. There's just everywhere. And as you're kind of looking and staring at all of this, you've got a few fires going in the background. You've got some kind of gunshots going off, training. You see the other soldier is kind of behind you now. It's like the red tent at the back. Keep making your way. You don't need to look at anything here. And he keeps ushering you that way. So you take a bit of time. You're getting quite a few looks as well. As you're going past, you see a few soldiers that have stood there and they're like kind of giving you a glance by. And you make your way to this tent. And he kind of, two soldiers immediately stand in front. He's like, "What is this?" And then the guy at the back is kind of shouts out, "We were told to bring him here. Apparently the boss knows him." He's like, so they
I
go.
have a feeling I know what's happening.
So they kind of put the guns down. They kind of pull open the curtain, and you see arms crossed behind like this, big, fluffy hat, quite tall, high, big jaw, high chin, kind of walking out. Goes, "You three. Is it you three that created disturbance above us?"
I was doing what I thought I had to do as a soldier of this family.
What region are you from?
Hi, good sir. I am from here, from Christie's room. I've been away for some time, but I see y'all have moved in. I love what you've done with the underbed. It's a little different from back in my time with the castles and the playhouses and the Malibu stationery, but we're here. We mean no harm. We're just looking for help for my friend here, who is damaged.
And he kind of starts pacing back and forth in front of you, in front of the curtain. "You say you used to be here."
Yes, back in the day where there were more Barbie dolls. But as you can see, we're action figures over here.
All three of you, can you tell me how long precisely you have been gone for?
Do you know that? I don't know.
You know around about a year, possibly 2 years. It gets a bit sketchy when you're in the sandpit because you don't get any judgment of daylight. So
It has been many moon cycles.
It's been quite some time since we've been back in the house. I have to say about a year or so.
Okay then. Men! And they kind of go, "Sir!" Like, "Watch the tent. Keep eyes out on the outside. No one peeking in. Is that clear?" "Sir, yes, sir!" He goes, "Okay. With me, gentlemen." And he leads you into this into the tent. Do you go with him? I'm assuming you go with him.
Yeah.
So you make your way into the tent, and as you all lead your way in, and you're kind of there's this round table in the middle with a small teapot set, kind of pink with a bit of white and tiny little pattern teapot set. And he closes the curtains behind you, and as he closes the curtains, you just hear him go, "Oh, it's been so long. Kenny,
Hello,
my good
Donnie.
friend. Oh, it's just so good to see you. Kenny, you know this as Donnie Doll, your old friend. Well,
Frenemy,
you say
yes.
frenemy. You two have no idea what's going on, but all of a sudden he just turns around and goes, "Oh, Kenny, darling, it's been so long to see you," and comes up and just like grabs your face and goes to kiss your cheek, but he does like a, oh, darling. Oh, it's so good to see you. How have you been outside? Oh, how is it out there? I hear it's dreadful.
Hello, Donnie. Yes, it is dreadful. It is,
Keep
let's
the
say,
name.
pleasurable to see you.
If you wouldn't mind, keep the name down for me, darling. That would be fine. It appears I've got a bit of a reputation with these lot.
I am very surprised you are leading these men out here. You were never nearly as action-oriented as I was. What gives?
I don't know. Just one day they came upon the household, and knowing me being the extravagant actor I am, I couldn't give up a chance of a lifetime for this, could I? Next thing you know, I'm their leader. Oh, but don't worry about it, darling. It's really nothing. I don't have to do anything myself. I just tell them what to do. They bring information to me. I listen, and I tell them to get more information. It's the easiest role of my life.
Such poor leadership. You can never be as good a leader as I am. So, you know, it's been a long.
As you say that, never been a good leader. He kind of looks you up and down and goes, clearly. Introduce me to your friends, darling. Who are these magnificent people?
Oh, Donnie, let me introduce you to my number one assistant here, Lava Rock.
Lava Rock? Ooh. And he goes to lean out a hand like this.
What is that?
You don't have to do anything with it. Bite it if you feel free, but otherwise ignore it.
It's just fine, darling. Don't worry. It's cool. I know how you outsiders are these days. And who is this young, charming fellow who looks a little bit worse for wear?
He is our grunt. We're considering him being our number 3, but he's somewhat between numbers now. He's a bit of hurt. Joe. Please take pity on him.
Joe. Oh, darling, don't worry about it. And he kind of like comes up to you and caresses your face and holds your chin. He's like, I'm sure a night's rest would be just what you need.
Oh my god. What are you saying? What is going on? Lava Rock, help me. I'm so weird. I can't fight this.
he's you see, kind
you
of
are your own man. You make your decisions.
He
Lava Rock, please.
He kind of looks over. He goes, "Oh, well, I guess we better catch up."
You, sir,
You don't have to go through all that saluting and whatever. Please call me Donnie.
Yes, sir.
Or if you're feeling formal, Mr. Doll.
You're a shame to us. You bring back very bad memories, but I still need to know what is going on. I see our little Christy is older. Where's everybody?
Kenny, don't be like that. Don't be. Old enemies, come on. I saw you as a best friend of mine. Really, you should put them petty differences aside, you know. But anyway, I want to hear about you first. Tell me. Sit. And he kind of like ushers you towards sitting on the chair.
Sure. Let's have good manners. Lavrock, Joe, take a seat. I say with very clenched teeth, visibly annoyed.
Would you happen to have any whale's tails, sir, and some teeth?
I believe we have some tea here. Just 1 second. And you see him kind of like scooch you on back, and he kind of, as he goes, he kind of like gracefully drapes off. And then you see just behind the curtain, you hear him kind of go. Men, can you bring some tea for our guests? They clearly have information from outside. Can this be done? They go, sir, yes, sir. Very good. Leave it by curtain. I'll come collect it later. Opens the curtains. Oh, I am so good. And then he kind of sits down with you. He's like, the tea will be with you shortly. And as he sits down, he kind of crosses one leg over the other and drapes the arm over the seat. He's like, so tell me, how's it been on the outside? It has been some time, my good friend.
This is beneath me. Joe, give him a status update. I will see what we can scrounge up. And I just get up from the table.
Joe, I am just ravaged to hear what you have to say.
Okay, hold on. But I don't really know what's going on here. But to give information about the outside, it's been very bleak. We have a lot of lost toys out there, and we are currently trying to find our way back in and see what is going on and why we haven't been getting played with. If you have any information about what's going on with the rest of the family, we could really appreciate it.
Oh, you don't know?
We've been stuck out there for the past year. We have no idea what's going on the inside.
Oh, it appears it's a bit more dire than I thought. Bear with me a second. I'll go get the tea and we can get started. You see his expression kind of goes from very joyful and like excited to see you, and finally gets a chance to like loosen up a bit and show his real self. He's kind of been brought down after you said that you've been outside this entire time, and when you said you're trying to figure out why you're not being played with, that kind of like something hits him hard there, and there's a bit more seriousness to his tone now. Still, obviously, Donnie Doll being Donnie Doll, you know, but there seems to be a little bit more seriousness to him. And Kenny, it's a serious you've not really seen before. So yeah, he goes off and he gets the tea, comes back, pours everyone tea. Now, let's say, 2 years. Got a lot of catching up to do.
Go on before I slap that teacup off your hands. I'm an action figure now.
Oh, love the tea here. The boys do a great job. Oh, yes, that's where I was. As you know, toys designed to be played with days on end bring us life and virtue. About 1.5 years ago, that's when they came. These, what we know them as electronic beasts, entered the household. We don't know how, but for some reason they seem to be all the craze. You know? Since they came along, we've been played less and less with. You know, as the kids grew older, for some reason we became benign. Unimportant. They started wanting to play on these electronic things. I mean, Christy herself, she's on this constant box device. She calls herself a phone. She can't get her face out of it all the time. Less time for us. As far as the others, I don't know what's left of them. About 6 months ago, they threw the dollhouse away.
Can I sucker punch him at this point?
Can you sucker punch him?
Yes, I am pissed.
Make an attack roll.
Can I attempt to stop the punch and ask a question?
Yeah. Okay. Make an acrobatic. Oh, actually, what would this be to try and stop something happening? Both of you just roll a d20 for me. Just roll a d20.
Just them two?
Just them two. Just roll a flat d20. And add your initiative bonus.
So 21.
All right, I got a 19.
19. You see
Well,
that
17 plus 2.
Yeah, you see this happening, and it's just not quick enough. Kenny just lands a punch. Do you want it to be lethal or non-lethal? Are you
No, I just want to sucker punch him and then yell at him.
Okay. So he's kind of explaining this, and you just all of a sudden punch him. He's like, "Oh,
And you let them throw them away?
I didn't
What
have any
about Barbie?
choice, did
What
I?"
about Jenny? You're here? Always looking for yourself. This is the 5th year birthday all over again. Always
How
you.
do you think I got here? 50th birthday party. We both know what happened there. We both know whose fault that was.
Yes, yours. I was there. I remember.
You blame me all the time for these issues. You never ever look at yourself. It's always you, never me.
Hey, boys. We
What?
are here to get answers. Kenny, I need you to stand down. Now, if you will continue, Mr. Dole.
It's clear to see who the leader is here. Kind of gives a wink to you, Joe.
Do you want another one? You can turn your cheek as many times as you want.
Kind of puts his tea down. He's like, okay. They've been getting rid of us, the humans. Since these electronic things came along, they seem to be getting rid of us. Every time we come into view, they pick us up and they judge us. Some of us get lucky, some of us go away. And some of us meet far worse fates.
What's of the oldest boy?
Darling, you do not want to know about him.
Oh, I do.
Tell him, or I will dismantle this whole farce of yours and tell everybody up here who you really are. You are not a true action figure. Out with it.
I never said I was an action figure. Darling, I'm an artist.
What of the boy?
We've heard rumors of his area. It's not good. Some toys are starting to consider taking the main route out instead of being redistributed.
Well, what is the main route out?
Is he in the same location?
He is. Let me explain. We'll have to go back some time. As he got older, he started getting experimental. And he kind of looks over to you, Lava and goes, I see he already left his mark on you.
I was one of his first.
I'm afraid you were not the last. From our scouts we hear they're building an army in there. From his creations. One creation in particular has taken the lead. We do not know his name. But from what I've heard, what's going on in there is a fate far worse than death.
Yes.
Not too long ago, merely about an hour, we heard rumors that they picked up another to their ranks. Someone deadly. Someone not afraid of death or fear. I am worried
Sounds
what this will do
worthy.
to us. The house has been split into sections. Every toy that was before these devices came along has now gone into hiding. We here have chosen to take refuge here in the daughter's room. No one has ever ventured inside of Max's room. Jamie's was a safe haven. but recently he has begun to turn as well. The oldest of these humans, Steve and Kimberly, it is them who seem to be pushing this new surge, this new wave of destruction. Though knowing the humans, I do not think it is their fault. Kenny, we've had our differences, but now I think we need to come together. There are dark days upon us. And he lifts his fingers up as he kind of buttons his jacket kind of again and puts it into a professional manner and clicks his fingers like... Another soldier walks and goes, "You called, sir?" He's like, "Yes. Bring us the device. They need to see." And he's like, "Yes, sir." They go, waits a few minutes. They come back with a large square tablet like device with a glowing cover to it. You notice he presses his fingers on this screen and it seems to change shapes and pictures. And it shows one picture in particular that says, "Order confirmed. Delivery within 3 to 4 days." And he kind of, as he does this, he's like, "Leave us be." And they kind of leave and he goes back. There is something coming. And it's not good. It has been said to be the end. We need to know what this is. But we're not sure what to do. So there's the story. Devices taking over the household, toys being cast asunder and mutilated all over. What can I say? One hell of a party.
What a mess you've made.
What I've made?
We will take a rest and deliberate, and we will tell you what we shall do in the morning, once you know what it's like to follow a real leader.
Kenny. Never changed. We will have a bed set up for you. You can rest. We will see you in the morning. And we can work out some kind of plan. We'll give you more information there. Does
Very
that sound
well.
good?
We will accept your help and solve this whole problem for everyone.
To see him, like, takes just a big sigh. Well, I'm going to go to my quarters as well. The men will lead you to yours, and I will see you in here on the following day. Sound good?
Do we have your guarantee of a safe night?
My darling, you have my word. From what
I'd like to roll it. I'd like to roll an insight check.
Go for it.
I rolled a 16.
With a 16, telling the truth, you can see there's a lot of truth to that. There's also a kind of, it's less like we will and more we will keep you safe for as long as we can. And as he kind of says, like, we will keep you safe and stuff, yes, you see there is a slight drop in hope. This is a person that is, is not very hopeful. He's wary of the days to come. Right. But that's kind of what you get out of him saying that. So he kind of like crosses his jacket, nods, makes his way to the back of the tent where his quarters are. and you all kind of led out the soldiers. Make a perception check. Anyone that wants to make a perception check just as you're leaving the tent.
I got a 15.
15 as well.
15.
4.
4. Lava Rock, your mind is focused on this strange turn of events. You heard of this new leader that's rose up and taken kind of ranks. There's someone that is like you. It kind of fuels you. You've got a real burning inside of you. You've got a passion. So you're not really focused on anything else. Kenny and Joe, as you're leaving, you hear slight crying from the curtain where Donnie just walked into. Slight sobbing as you are leaving. So you all
I turn to Kenny and I kind of knock him like, you did that.
He deserves it.
Oh, is that how it is? Is that how you are?
As a good leader, I must say, I'm maybe too close to the situation. We may have to revise this in the morning.
I think you need to check your attitude. That's a friend in there.
That is not a friend. That is a coworker at best. And a cold bastard at worst.
It's someone that can help us. And then I kind of walk away from him towards the bedroom. Or wait, towards the tent that they set up for us.
Yeah. So the soldiers are now making. They guide you towards these tents. You've got 3 separate tents. They're quite small. They're not very cozy, but it's better than the sandpit. So is there anything you guys want to do before you rest up for the night?
I kind of want to. Since we're all kind of like by ourselves now, I kind of want to turn these guys and kind of ask them if they believe everything they've heard.
Yeah, a little powwow.
Do you guys?
Sorry, carry on.
Do you guys believe this? Do you believe everything that was just spoken about?
Yes,
He seems to
Donnie.
be telling the truth.
Donnie is a lot of things, but to lie about Jenny and Barbie and these changes, it would be very much out of character for him. No matter how much of a character he is.
That would explain why a lot of my powers aren't working. But I won't believe it till I see it.
Your child was Jamie or Max?
Jamie.
The
Jamie.
youngest was Jamie. The oldest was Max.
Right. What is may I ask what the layout of the house rooms like? Which room would be closer, Max's or Jamie's?
So it's a very simple, like 3-room houses. Jamie has the smallest room. It was more cozy room, but this is quite a big house. So you've got your room. If we imagine this box, if you're looking at my box, is the top level. Let's say from you just came in at the back of the house, which was here. You've got Christie's room, which is here. Next to it is the toilets or bathroom. You've then got Jamie's room, followed by the oldest son Max's room, which is the same size or pretty much the same diameter but switched round as Christie's. So it goes Christie, toilet and bathroom, Jamie and Max on the top floor, and then this is like it leads to a kind of a balcony, the end of the top floor, which leads to a stairway down into the center of the hall in the middle of this house.
And I'm guessing the parents' room is downstairs.
Yeah, they have a room downstairs. So you all take your night's rest. You all successfully get a long rest. So
Nice.
You can all take a long rest now. You all get your spells back. You get everything that you did back. You get all your hit points back. So there should be a button that you can just click that says long rest.
And Yeah, I'm clicking it and it's not giving me my health back.
It takes like a second where it counts down 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Still not. I still don't have my health back.
Try refreshing the page. Maybe.
That might be it.
Oh.
Yeah. What? I mean, I can just manually do all this, but I guess I might just manually do all this.
Yeah. Also, take away that
That's
level
fine.
of exhaustion. Well, the long rest should take away the level of exhaustion as well. So anyway, you get a long rest. You get everything back basically. You wake up the next day. You're kind of greeted by the soldiers. They kind of usher you and they give you your tea and they give you some like rations and stuff to eat in the next day. You're led over to the tent and you're told to wait outside. And as you are told to wait outside, you see Donnie come out again in his soldier attire, and he's like, "I believe we have personal matters to discuss, but I feel this should be done individually. Lavrock, will you join me, please?" And walks back into the tent. So you two are kind of held outside as Lavrock goes in. Lavrock, he sits you down and kind of faces the other side of you. He's got much more of a professional manner today than he did yesterday. Make a perception check on him, if you wish.
Okay. 6.
6.
Great.
Something about him you can't read. He's hard to tell. Just kind of a look and it's like, okay. But he sits there and he's like, oh. Right. I've gathered some information on you about Max and his room. He's taking toys and mutilating them, basically.
Mm-hmm.
They have a leader. Again, we do not know their name. They've taken a young one as their secondary. So, but it is a lot of toys in there. Just be careful what you see. Be prepared for what is about to come.
Are they all hostile?
We're not sure. We do have one person on the inside. They have been gone for a long time and we hope to bring them back. But as every day passes, it's looking like it's less and less bringing them back and more bringing a part of them back. If you get my meaning.
Oh, what kind of toy was he?
She was one of us. She was not fit for that world. She demanded to go in. We let her, and we haven't heard back from her since. We're worried what has happened to her, what she has become.
If I'm to find her, what am I to find?
Don't know. I'm just preparing you for what is in there. If you do wish to go in and face this new leader, I will say this. You're going to need protection. We will do the best we can to help you. And he and he points towards the tent to let you out.
Okay.
Can you bring Jo in, please?
I will try to bring her back if I can.
Thank you, darling. Bring Jo into the tent, please.
Okay.
And as he ushers you out, and he then brings. So Jo, you now walk in, and you see Donnie is now sat there at the table.
Jo, your boyfriend wants you.
Oh.
I love it.
So you go into the tent. You're
That's
kind of
jokes.
reluctant. He kind of looks and goes, "Hello, darling. Will you have a seat?"
That's I'm very, very formal right now. I'm saluting him. I'm in full military mode.
Relax, darling, relax. It's fine.
At ease, sir.
I've been asking round, and I heard you were the favourite toy of the house. Is that correct?
I was pretty close to Jamie, sir. Yes, he's someone I admire very much.
Here's what we know. These new devices. There is a big one. Seems to be the head of this whole organization, this whole changeover. You're gonna hate me for saying this, but it's directly from him.
What do you mean?
He's the one who started this. And
I don't believe you. I'm sorry, sir. I won't believe it till I see it.
he reaches back from the tent, pulls up a large picture, and basically it's like an A4 piece of paper that's been shredded. And it's still massive though. And he kind of puts it on the table. This is an order confirmation for the new device known as a PlayStation. Trying to have a tense moment, guys. Trying to have a serious moment. Let's pull it, rein it in.
No, that was great. Okay, go on.
This PlayStation. It appears he's the one who made the order. And he points towards a name, and indeed it does says, "Thank you, Mr. Jamie." Thank you, Mr. Jamie. I can't think of a last name. Thank you, Mr. Jamie. Last name. Improv skills. Tidwell. There we go. You see, thank you, Mr. Jamie Tidwell. Order confirmed. PlayStation 4. And it's in his name.
Well, what exactly is a PlayStation?
It appears to be the name of this device. It seems to be their home commander, their leader, their main headquarters. We're not too sure.
And what validation do you have of this? Other than your word, what do I have to go on?
He made the order.
Yes.
It's in his room. I cannot be fully sure. I'm just giving you the facts, darling. I hope for your sake that this is not true. And if it is, it can be reversed.
What do you mean?
We saw what you did outside. We know you are magical. We know you have gifts. And we know that over time, surely with not being played with, their gifts are going to go away. So, put 2 and 2 together. He needs you. And you need him. And we will do what we can to reunite you.
For that, sir, I greatly appreciate you.
Can you bring Kenny in, please?
Yes, sir.
And as you're kind of leaving, he's like... he kind of like readies himself. Kenny, as you walk in, you see him sat at the table, almost slouched over, kind of rubbing his eyes a bit, as he kind of gestures you to sit down. You sit down in front of him, and he doesn't speak for a little bit. It goes about 10, 20, 30 seconds before he actually speaks. He kind of looks to you and just goes, She's alive, Kenny.
And you waited till today to tell me. Where is she?
That's the bad bit. She's with Max.
Okay. And how long has she been there?
From what we know, it's been about a year.
Okay, of course.
We've tried to get her back, and we've lost many trying to. We need to get her back, Kenny.
Yes. Yes. I am willing to put our differences aside if she is alive. I'll do anything for her to come back. We will take care of it. I know you didn't always believe me, but I'll get her back.
And we will help whatever we can.
All right. Truce, and I just extend my hand.
He doesn't shake your hand straight away. He stands up, walks around towards you, and kind of gestures for you to stand up.
Okay, I get up.
As you stand up, he immediately lunges in for a massive hug, and he's like holding you tight. His head is in like your shoulder, and he is squeezing you so tight. As he's hugging you, you swear you hear a small sob. Kind of, you can feel a tear kind of falling down, and you kind of hear him muffled over your voice just going, I've been so alone. I'm so glad you're okay. And he doesn't let you go.
Alright, I do there, buddy.
Yeah.
I'll do the right thing, but I don't love you that much, kind of.
He recognizes this, and he kind of like, of course.
We will never be friends, Donnie, but if we're the only few left, we'll stick together. I do look out for my own, even those two.
And I wish to do the same for you. Now, call everyone in. I believe we have tactics to discuss. Never thought I'd say tactics before.
Don't start.
So he kind of like does this kind of big accent. He's like, bring the others in, please. And you two are now escorted in. He sits you around the table. I said, "Go, so what's our plan of action? We have many routes, we have many avenues. What would you like to do?"
I step forward. I believe the first thing we need to do is a little bit more intelligence gathering. We need to find out how many factions there are out there and how many of them are willing to come to our side. And then while we're doing that, we need to come up with a contingency plan. What we would do with all these extra toys? Where will our safe haven be? If this is truly the end, we need to get ready.
I believe we can help with that. 1 second. My friend, bring in the house map. He's like, right away, sir. He goes back. And he comes back and he brings the map out. And it's essentially just like a blueprint of the house. It's a rough sketch of the both floors of the house with names of factions they know. And quite a few of the rooms, so like the kitchen and the bathroom and stuff like that, are all question marked. The living room is question marked. But you do see on this map there are some factions. You have got the so you the one that's over Max's bedroom. You see the name of let me just get it up here actually on my phone. Bear with.
Okay.
There you go. They are known as the fused.
Sorry.
So no,
I heard everything.
So they are known as the fused. It says over Max's room. It says the fused, and you kind of now put the link to the name of that, and it says leader unknown. And he kind of, as he points here, Donnie kind of looks at him and goes, "We also know this second-hand man, but we no information. Merely he came from outside the house, as far as we know. Came outside the house. What we hear, he's crazy." And then he looks around, and you see in the downstairs, one of the rooms, which you've never actually been in one of these rooms, it's skirted over discarded. So you've got discarded, and then over Jamie's room, it says tech, and it's got it scribed in big letters, tech. All over Jamie's room, and you see other rooms as well have a tech. So the one with tech is like coloured in blue. Other rooms have a blue border around them with a question mark, and then Donnie explains, these are rooms we believe to have this kind of influence from the PlayStation. I would be wary as well. Going downstairs, we hear rumours of a mechanical being, a sentient being. It's not self-aware, but due to its main function, it's quite destructive. Cannot be stopped. If it comes towards you, you go the other way. Do you all understand?
Yes, sir.
We've dealt with those mechanical beings.
This is nothing like you've ever faced. Those that
Can
come
you describe it?
It's tall, it's wide, it's loud. All we know is that those from downstairs call it vacuum. I couldn't hold it in. I couldn't. I tried so hard to hold it in.
I'm sorry about all the moving around. My headphones are dying, so I'm trying to switch over.
That's fine. So yeah, he's looking quite serious. All we hear is that it's called vacuum. A large creature full of destruction. And it will not stop. It does not stop hunting. Once it knows where you are, it will find you and keep trying to find you.
Is this
You see
vacuum
it.
related to these? And can I put from my bag some of the leftover bits from the Robopeds?
No, this is not from vacuum, but this is very similar to the tech pieces we have found before. And he kind of picks them up and he's looking them over. He's like, where was this?
Yeah, I was like,
We defeated 3 creatures in the garden, or 5 creatures in the garden.
In the garden. You're saying they made their way outside the house? Are these
Yes.
creatures still there?
Well, they're in pieces.
Are
Two
they
of them got
still
away, didn't
there?
No, we
we were
destroyed
not
them.
sure.
Right.
Didn't
put
two get away?
No, you destroyed them all.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I thought we did.
And one,
Yeah,
and
the
one,
one,
so
the
you
one that was trying to
destroyed-
get away after Axe had him.
Yeah, so
Oh,
four
that's
of them, 4 of them you destroyed, and one of them just shut down. You see him immediately as he's kind of like, he's a little bit frantic. He's like, puts that down. It's like, men, there are devices outside of the house near the back. Where was this fight taken?
On the balcony.
On the balcony.
No, on the
The porch.
porch.
Oh,
yeah.
porch.
Men, make your way outside to the porch as quickly as you can. By any means you
Call
have
it
to.
a
You get these
balcony in
pieces back
Canada.
and you bring them back to me. Is that understood? And he's like, sir, yes, sir. And a load of them. And they go out and you hear talking and shouting and everything. And there's some kind of maneuvering going around. As he kind of sits down, if we can get one of them devices, that could be very helpful to our cause. Could actually get some intel on what they want.
We don't have that. Didn't we bring that with us?
You didn't. You brought some of the scales. You didn't bring the main creature.
Okay.
You brought some of the pieces and stuff like that. But it was to be fair, though, it was a big, hefty thing. Like there was no way you would have gotten up the pipe with that on you as well.
Okay.
Bold of you to assume that, but okay.
So you see this happening, and then he sits down, and you kind of see like a readiness to him, like there's like a sign of progress. After you said that, all of a sudden you then see someone barge in. Sir, it's time. They're leaving. He's like, what do you mean leaving? You mean leaving? It's like, yes, they're leaving now. They're early. He's like, this is way too early. This is way too early. We are not prepared for this. We are not prepared. Way too early. Alright. Gather the troops. Get them inside. Make sure they're hiding now. We must wait. And the other guy's like, but sir. And he's like, no. We will wait. This has moved up our schedule. Get them ready. Prepare them. Set defenses. And he kind of closes the curtain and he talks, and then he turns around and goes, it appears we have a problem. The family, they were scheduled to go on a holiday in a few days. Turns out they're going now, which means they will have the house to ourselves. That does not bode well for those who wish to take over the house. We were hoping we'd have a few more days to build up our defenses, scout around while it was safe. With the humans around, we could have got around the house easier. Now that they're gone, it's a lot less safer. I propose your plan, Joe. We scout. We find information. We get what we can. You see,
are you willing to allow your place to be a base of operations?
I will. We'll do what we can.
Good, sir.
Just be careful. Now that the parents are out of the house, the rules are going to change. Be careful who you meet. Don't trust anyone. Do you understand?
Sir, yes, sir. Then we'll find any stray toys. We'll send them your way.
Good, we need everyone we can get. If you see anyone that is part of this tech, or electronical as they call themselves, you stay away. You fight. If you cannot fight, you run. And he kind of looks to you, Kenny, as he says, run. He looks to you, as in with a nod of... make an insight check, actually. When he does it, he says, fight, and if you cannot fight, you run.
Insight, 16.
16, you see, as he's kind of giving you a look, and you recognize this look of, be safe.
I just nod.
Okay. We'll hunker down. We'll let them go. And then we'll begin. Are you boys ready?
Yes, sir. Just to clarify, boys, we are heading to the closest child's room, correct?
La Rock?
Jamie's?
Is that the closest?
That is, Jamie's
Yes.
would be the closest room.
I need to
Bathroom
confirm something for
first,
myself
yes.
anyway.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we will
And-
sneak through the bathroom. Oh.
So you get yourselves ready. You wait a few hours. You're kind of sitting there twiddling your thumbs. You see a lot of frantic movement. You hear the movement outside of like suitcases and adults kind of rummaging around. You do hear like Stephen Kimberly, guys, have you got your things? Don't forget Sam. It's important to bring Sam. Has someone got? Where's Sam? and you hear Jamie with a much deeper, a slightly deeper tone. He's like, "Don't worry, I've got him. Come on, boy." And then he kind of runs down, and you hear, "Okay, everything shut off? Yes. Okay, good." Doom. Silence. And that is where we're going to leave our session for this week. Or for this session.
Hey.
Woo! Oh, that was
Nice.
that went from comical to tense.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a very drama-induced episode.
I'm proud of that one
was.
myself, to be fair.
It was.
This is supposed to be comical. That got serious.
Yes.
You know, when you just get into the character, like, it just took over me. So, big thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you, Kenny Doll, Lava Rock, and Joe for joining us. I love using your character names. I am Lewis Blakey, and thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a safe day. Hope you have a safe week. If you like what we're doing and you're enjoying watching us doing these silly little videos, please like our videos, comment and say what you like about them, say what you want to see us do next. Subscribe if you can, because then you know when these videos are coming out. Hit the notification bell, because who doesn't like hitting a bell? So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, and
Yeah,
we'll
have a
see
good
you
one.
later.
Bye, guys.
Alrighty.
And